All right. So how am I going to start this? Well, I've got a couple of viewers already. Actually, well, we should start where all Gran Turismos start. Back to the license center. Oh, press X. There we go. Wait, no. Something's... Something's not right with the upshifts. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. No, I may have to take this wheel back because the upshifts are not working. All right, we'll still do this. We'll still do the stream, but I'm gonna just run it all in automatic. If the upshifts aren't going to trigger properly for me. Actually, maybe I go into calibration or something. I don't know. At the very least, it'll be one less thing for me to worry about whilst I'm trying to learn how to drive. Hello. Hello, Danny. I, So yeah, wait, why is the launch different from time to time, even though I did the exact same thing on both occasions? No, forget about Mario. But anyway, hello, Danny. I mean, it's less qualifying and more default. Huh, I actually bettered my record when I did this. Although I suppose I wasn't really trying to go fast on the through these first few tests. But yeah, I'm gonna go into try and figure this out. Wait, I thought there was a way to because it feels like that the shift up isn't working. Throttle and brake is working. But yeah, this is going to have to be returned at some point because I'll show you. I'm pressing R1 now, and it's only occasionally registering my my shift. Well, okay, that time it did just fine. Huh? Wait, has it actually started working? It made a fool out of me. Alright, let's try and if it starts playing up again, I'll just go back to automatic gearing. So I can at least learn how to take corners. Atom with the exact same time as me on this one. Yeah, see, okay, that time it... Yeah. The paddle is busted. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it doesn't. I might as well just go to automatic. This is what happens when I try and buy the wheel secondhand, because that was all I could afford. So far so good, but maybe I can go a little bit faster. Yeah, see, it's hard to keep the car straight under braking because the wheel drifts a couple of degrees in either direction too. It's gonna depend on... I may have to keep this for a few days How much steering angle do I need? Not actually that much, to be honest. I was expecting that to be a little bit tougher to take without having to put the steering lock. I'll try that one more time just to get a better feel for steering lock. Turn it in a little bit more aggressively and then open it up earlier. That's a little bit faster. So far, so good. No idea how you're supposed to go half a second faster there, though. It's probably to do with manual gearbox. But the paddle shift is busted. So when I get a chance, I'll replace it with a different wheel if one shows up. But the thing is, I need a wheel of some kind to practice on. So if it's just the paddle shift, it's not so bad. Who's... Okay, fast is very subjective when it comes to the Audi Titty. And I just made an absolute hash of that. I knew it was too good to last. I know I got gold, but gold is easy in this game. There we go, that's more like it. Actually feeling somewhat comfortable on this. Although, we haven't gotten to the actually challenging stuff yet. There we go. That was a good corner. 1,000th of a second faster. Oh, eat an entire ass. Oh, hey, Holland's up here. Here's where we might start having a problem. Multiple corners in one test. I'll just ask for a repair or refund on it sometime later. I need to knuckle down and make the most of what I have right now. I might upload the race that got me to P2 in BMW. Because I was meaning to get around to it, but never did. And I'm talking about the Brands Hatch race in round 3, because that was the point where I had exceeded the score of what would ultimately be. Yeah, the Brands Hatch race in round 3 was the point where I exceeded the score of what would ultimately be P3. I improved on my own score slightly after that, but it wasn't by as much as I would have improved on it if I was still in a battle for first or second. I knew I wasn't going to catch Veltro. He's really fast. Managed to get a miracle result out of the BMW M4 in round 4. I'll try this one more time. But I think it's the automatic transmission slowing me down here because the wheel doesn't want to let me use manual. Nah, screw it, I'll just move on to the next. Attempts to find Rayquaza. Razaka. Razaka was the guy who accused me of being old in my portrait for Tokyo 2018. I was like, the camera adds 10 years. Granted, I'm going to be one of the oldest. Ah, screw it, I'm going to stop beating around the bush. I'm going to be one of the oldest people there at Austria. You don't realise how much extra grip the game gives you on controller until you try to drive a rear-wheel drive car. There we go. Somehow that was faster than what I did before? What the heck? Yeah, I don't get it. Where's the grip? Can I please do this corner properly? It's like the thing just doesn't want to want to accelerate at all if I'm not perfectly straight. Yeah, it's really... To be fair, I did Spinella my first attempt or two of this test on launch day too. I was on the pad, so this car is just a complete handful to drive. I'm going to try one more time to see if I can optimize it a little bit better. Well, not with an entry like that, I won't. Or maybe. That was the play. That was what I needed to do all along because I had a lot more grip. That'll do. It's not a good entry for the following turn, but the finish line to that test is there. Speaking of rear-wheel drive, ah yes, pretty good memories of Trial Mountain because I actually a few weeks ago when the daily race was Trial Mountain Reverse, I had a Monday world record. Well, Monday world record is where you put in a time that's actually pretty shit, but because none of the big guns have played yet, you've got the world record. Alright. Ah, that feels so awkward. It's gonna take a while. How is that an improvement? Are my license times for the B license really that bad? Turn it in more aggressive. No. Maybe I had it right the first time around after all. It did not feel so fast though. Yeah, it was aside from missing the apex, it was fast enough, I suppose. But we'll try and improve it one more time before we move on. That's right, I almost forgot that I've had to go auto because of the paddle shift and was getting ready to shift up there. It should be easy enough to adjust to manual again. it's as simple as looking at the rev counter and shifting. The BMW has to be shifted very late. That's something I learned watching others try the car at Watkins Glen. I'll do. And now we're here at the Hurst of Bath. You know what, I might also take a screenshot of that so I can double check my driver rating. I'm not playing much Gran Turismo recently, actually, but I'll probably start ramping up again. I could have sworn I'd spent more than 200,000 credits on customization. Bruh. Maybe I should think twice about trying to brake so late on comfort tyres. Should have turned in a bit more aggressively there. Nah. There we go. That was good. I'll try it a couple more times just to make sure I can replicate that. Going a little bit deep there. Oh my. just a touch of failure to put the traction down at the end. Otherwise, it would have been a good time. I think the 2.5 is pretty close to optimal for how I can drive typically. Yeah, let's just go. Let's just move on. That does not feel fast. Somehow it was close. Could definitely shave a little bit of time off of this. Could probably turn in a little bit more aggressively than I am. Like, take it like that. What is my force feedback setting on? It's only at 1.1 right now. I'd rather keep it at 1.1. Just while I'm learning. And then I'll ask what I should set it at to be to be able to adapt to the TGT. Get a nice exit out. Still got to try and hug that, pinch that curb a bit better. If you're still there, Danny, wish you the best of luck for the rest of the Toyota Cup campaign, because I saw you put yourself right back into contention. Takuan, what a boneheaded race he drove. Now that's what I needed to do there. It was a little bit slower on exit, but the important thing was that I took the corner itself a lot faster. That's put me ahead of everyone except Ranger. Alright, final exam will be my first real test of consistency, because I'm going to have to put the corners together. So that my friend is on, so that, yeah, should. No, I think it's still fair to call ourselves still friends. We're just a little bit more distant these days. because we kind of got sick of each other. But talking to each other occasionally is still fine. It was just a little bit of separation is what we needed. Anyway, go full 180-degree rotation on the thing. Alright, this is front wheel drive, so I can just slam it down of every corner. Holy crap, that was a good run! First try, and I take a quarter second off of my previous time. You know what? We're gonna go for topping my friends list on this one. I tried to trail brake a I tried to trail brake, but I didn't end up putting enough braking force whilst trail braking. It might have been a miracle run because I'm struggling to replicate it. Even so, it's good sign that I've got something in me. Nah, the automatic dropped down to second there, so I couldn't get a good run out. Get a okay, forget about trying to break my record. I just want to get through the get through the test again, just to make sure I didn't fluke it. Feels like I may have fluked it though. Yeah. Trying to gain time through that second corner and I just understeer off. Went the opposite way with it. Actually, that turned out okay. So if I just don't do anything stupid through here, I might be fine. Yeah, that was a good run. Ah, yotes. I'm slower than McEwen by 10 thousandths. No, no, the run out wasn't that as good. Yeah, if I'm so close to being able to top my friends list on this test, I might as well go for it. It's not the way to do it. I needed to steer a little bit tighter first and foremost. This is something that is going to take some time for me to adjust to as well, because when you're on joystick, you just slam it left or slam it right, and the game does the rest for you. But when it comes to wheel, there's so many combinations of steering angle you can put in. Thought I was ahead of the Ghost, but no, it snuck up in front of me. Which is no surprise, given that I took that last exit so poorly. Was still a little bit scrappy, but no one's even watching right now. Well, at least that's what YouTube is telling me. There might be someone here. It seemed okay. I reckon I could have done faster though, and the time agrees. I'll keep streaming even though there's no one here right now. This is promising if I'm doing okay already. It shouldn't be as bad of a jump up to the TGT if and when I have to use it. Oh, come on. That's the racing line, you plank. Nations Cup test season memories, anyone? Oh, that was nice. That was really nice. But just do it a cup. If I just take it a little bit at a time within these 2 weeks, I should be at a decent level. I thought I remembered the braking zone being there, but I think I was a little bit early. Also, front wheel drive understeer. I don't know how that was still a 17.6. My record here must have been absolute garbage. And it could just be that the new physics made every car faster. Nope, that's... I gotta take the first part faster. Turn. .557, that's okay. We'll see if I can go a little bit quicker before I move on. Because I still think I can brake a little bit later than the 100 even. Okay, maybe not. Maybe the 100 was the right braking zone and it just felt too early. Okay, 489, that was a really good run. It's really promising signs if I'm improving my relicense times on a wheel, as it means that the pace is definitely there for me. And it's just a matter of getting comfortable and being able to do that with some consistency. Didn't have as much grip as I thought I was going to have through the second of the Lesmos. First. Shouldn't the curves for the two Lesmos be LGBT coloured? You know, because Les. Well, it has to be the physics, because I'm pretty sure I wasn't that slow through those two. Let's see if I can go get a little bit closer to Danny's time here. Better run through the first. Pretty solid run through the second as well. Wow, that was slower? I never would have guessed. Because that felt pretty good. And I guess the exit wasn't great. I'm also going to try not to go overboard with my eating habits, so that I can lose a little bit of weight in the 2 weeks. Yeah, that's a better run through the exit of the first. Got to avoid those moments where I completely forget how to drive, though. There's no take-backs when you... Okay, that's faster. That's faster. Good. Let's move on. Because I could probably optimize it a little bit more than that, but that's okay. Walls. Taking the... Could take that first corner a little bit faster than I did. That second corner, however, complete bottle job. I think I understeered because I tried turning too much. Another thing I'll have to consider, although I don't think that's quite simulated in I know something I could do. I could try out some of the engine swaps because of the earlier engine glitch. No one got penalized for it. I think some people who aggressively promoted the existence of the glitch might have gotten in trouble, but those who merely used it are fine. So I've got enough engines to do all of the swaps that are in the game right this instance. That'll be an interesting thing to try in conjunction with my wheel practice. I am going to take that because this track can eat an entire ass. Wait, what if I... What if I button shifted? If I use the button stop shift. Nah, there's nothing I can do. I don't think there's anything that where I can do comfortably button shifting. I might try and do some do some wheel practice on Assetto Corsa even. I wouldn't record it on Assetto Corsa. The computer can handle Assetto Corsa fine, but I wouldn't want to strain it with recording as well. I don't think I pushed that hard, and yet the game spun me anyway. Bruh! Okay, if I have to race in the wet, I will turn traction control on, even though it's going to completely neuter my speed, because this does not seem that's doable. Actually, it will hinge on what they're actually allowing. Oh, see, what is that? What is that? No, I start cornering and it immediately comes loose. I'm starting to realize why Atom was spinning so much in their last season. Hang on, I'll have a look at that message. Let's say no, but actually yes. That, I think, is the fairest way to say it. Yeah. I imagine because you're usually in the same race as me, so you didn't really have a chance to watch me live. Oh. My phone's going to run out of battery soon. Maybe I should bring the charger out here. See, ideally I would leave it in third gear, but I've got that paddle shift issue on this wheel right now, so I have to keep it on automatic. On the plus side, it's teaching me to be a little bit better with my throttle control. So I'm going to keep doing this until I get relatively close to my earlier record. Ah, it does not like direction changes. It's yeah, manual gears earn you at least a couple of attempts on this particular test, but the wheel right now isn't capable of you doing that. Look, I'll show you the problem. Because I'll turn on manual gears. And I'm going to try and shift up now. Oh, okay. Apparently whenever I want to demonstrate it, it actually works. But you can see now I'm trying to shift up and it's not doing it. And now it is. It does. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But since manual gears are obviously what I need to go faster here, I'll do it for this test at least. Because I can just keep it in third for this entire test. And I spin anyway. But yeah, if it wasn't evident, I've got an upshift. I've got an upshift on my paddle that isn't registering every time I do it. So this wheel I got needs to be returned, but it's going to have to wait until later because I kind of need a wheel of some kind to practice on. Okay, yeah, I could perhaps do circle as it's. Yeah, I mean, do I really need the handbrake? Because I would have done that. I was just a little bit worried that it would be way too awkward for me to have a button on the upshift. I guess because I was thinking that I would then have to put downshift on a button too, but no, I could just use the downshift paddle because it's working fine. So I'll probably do that after this test. It still spins. It still spins even in thirds. And how's it? Shut up, Lopez. Whoop your ass. Wait, he's not going to Salzburg. Wait. He might be going in nations. I'd have to... Was he only in... Was he a manufacturer's only driver, or did he qualify through the nations path? Let me check that real quick. So no, I know Lopez did not do the Nations Cup in Season 1. Okay, nah, he has qualified for Nations Cup via the last year's World Final. Which means I can't use the punchline that I was going to go with. Anyway, I might as well just map this now. Gear up, and then this can be the handbrake because I'm not going to use it anyway. And we'll try and get used to circle being the shift. I don't need to shift at all in this test, however. Okay, this is the one, as long as I can hook it up through this corner, and yep, that's fine. Ah, what? I pulled an atom. Got the hard bit right and then spun on the easy bit. It's like the weight transfer is an absolute disaster on this car. Thank you very much, Barton. I would quite like to get on that podcast one of these weeks. It's just a matter of having the topic to... You kidding me? See what I mean about the weight transfer on this car being a disaster? I swear I was playing better than this earlier. It's just that the wet weather came and completely ruined my flow. But hello, Tezza. Come on. There we go, there we go. There's a run. I finally managed to get a run down on this particular test. I reckon I can still do well enough to beat my old time here. Wait, what? Why is the brake now dragging? Why is the brake now dragging? Because if the brake is dragging, I can't do anything about... if the brake is dragging, I'm going to have to... really does not want to the work for me. All right. Wait, what? Why is it still dragging? I thought I set the dead zone. Okay. It seemed weird. Die? Probably of cringe. There we go. That's an improvement. Very scrappy at the end. So hopefully the next few tests can be a little bit easier than that. But yeah, I forgot. I forgot for a while that the controller still has its own inputs, which kind of makes it frustrating that I'm not going to get to you that right now it doesn't sounded like I'll have any dispensation to use the controller at the event, even though they could easily just have it plugged in on the side. Alright, let's test the gear shifts. That is not how I do it. So worried about so worried about putting in too much steering angle there. Yeah, this is actually going to be kind of tricky. That was some B-rated driver tier rather slowness. Ugh. Don't remember having this much trouble with this test on the controller. I was going to say that's more like it, but then I stuffed up the exit. What am I doing? Auto spin curb. Come on! What is... This car does not want to grip at all. It's... It stands to reason that... I had to let off the gas a couple of times at crucial junctures just to get that close to my record. I want to see if I can improve it though. because I reckon I am still capable of doing it if I can get an actually decent run through. There we go, there we go, there we go. Just had to be a little bit more cautious through the first bit. But I'm still half a second behind what others were doing, so maybe I should go back and try that one more time. That would have been a good time if I had managed to keep it on the final corner. Everything is theoretically a perfect lap until you take turn 1. I wonder if there's any way to introduce a steering dead zone as well, because if it's a couple of degrees either side, I would like the car to go straight. It feels very fiddly having to... Good. Got into the 17s. So we can move on to the next test right after I get myself another drink. And also I'm going to grab my phone charger. about to jump back in. I got my phone on charge, so I... Phone is on charge, so I won't be able to respond to every comment immediately from now on, at least until I've gotten it charged up a bit again. This is going to be tricky. Oh. Yeah. Well, I suppose I had to learn how to drive rear-wheel drive cars on wheel at some point. It's a trial by fire in the A license. It feels like you have to be so much more deliberate in your inputs though, compared to controller. Or at least it feels that way because I've been on controller for so long and I've learnt how to neutralize the disadvantages of controller, with the exception of the tire wear deficits. I don't know how Lamb does it. Because I tried using the technique that they said he was using and it wasn't working for me at all. I might call this stream at the end of the A license because my brother's back. And I figure he may want to use the PlayStation. But I'll have plenty of time. I'll have plenty of time to go back and try the rest of the licenses and just learn how to drive in general. Don't spin, don't spin, don't spin. Oh, you go! I knew it was gonna spin. What am I even doing here? I was going so well during the B license and now I'm just making a complete ass of myself. What? What is that? I'll wait until a little bit later to try and put the foot down so I can open up the steering a little bit more, and that works. I've been completely shown up there. Alright, I'm gonna try keeping it in third. I'm gonna try keeping it in third through the through turns 1 and 2. I think that'll help me go faster through this sequence. Try and be a little bit more aggressive on the throttle too. And we're almost done. I say almost because I still could go a little bit quicker than that. Thanks for stopping by, Hyperdrift. As you can see, rear-wheel drive cars are going to be tricky. Guess what the BMW is in both Group 4 and Group 3? I'll move on to the next test now. Just wanted to at least get close to my record. That one really opened up for me once I thought to stay in third gear rather than be a nonce in those first 2 turns. International B license today, and then do IA and S. Yeah, I'll get around to S license perhaps on day 2. I might play up to International B today, but for S license, most of those tests are on racing tyres, so we'll have a good chance to feel the extra grip. Oh, I forgot that my shift up is on circle because the paddle is busted. Apparently dirt is a place where the controller is actually better, because I didn't have too many troubles with the dirt trials in Circuit Experience, yet everyone on the friends list did. So, in essence, if we can get through this, if we can somehow better my record here, I'm golden. which I think I will be able to. I can actually flatline the entire section if I turn in right to every corner. And not lose too much speed in the process. No, I scrubbed off too much speed trying to save that. So I'm gonna have to try that again. You wanna straight line the run to turn 3 rather than continuing to slide like that. I think it might be a while yet before I even consider switching to wheel for online racing, but if I can get relatively close to my controller pace on a wheel, I'll be pretty happy and at least be able to put in a respectable performance at Salzburg. I kind of feel bad for the other 2 BMW drivers though, because they really should have had Veltro. It's this test. While I do itching to get on, I'll just complete a license and I'll hand over. I think I'm gonna have to cut today a little bit short because my brother is itching to have the living room back, but I will at least finish the A's. See guys, it's not that difficult. A10 is the real difficult one. But we can hook it up to the Apex a little bit better. Cock. Yeah. Trying to go for that little bit extra speed and kind of messing it up right now. That was me trying to get the partial throttle right, but I stepped on it too early still. Too conservative. Wait, why was I spinning out just for taking a flat-out sweeper? That's a weird. No, the car was sliding out. It was never regaining grip. Going faster here is harder than I thought it was going to be. Because the thing about that first run is that we managed to tuck it in pretty quickly. See, like that, but a little bit of a better exit. And you're right, Barton. Switching to circle for the shift up is already starting to feel natural. Oh, what? No, I need to turn it in harder than that. Like go full 180-degree turn in. That's what I'm doing wrong. Ah, sometimes it just wants to go right off of that little kink. Oh, no, see, like that. I turn in and sometimes it just slides. How am I even supposed to brake half the time when it's doing that? No. someone tell me why that's happening? There we go. That's the run I was looking for. Screw it. I know it's only a 764, but I'm moving on. A10 is going to be the big one because it combines all of the most difficult aspects of driving on wheel into one test. And maybe I don't move on to IB, but I at least try to time trial a lap at the Red Bull Ring. I think that's a fair idea. Yeah, this is going to be an absolute plank of a test. That was like driving Miss Daisy. I knew that was not even going to be close. But at least I got through. I could focus on trying to or completely miss an apex. Because I'm a great steaming billick. No, I was already trying to turn into the corner, so that compromised my line. It's really hard to brake in a straight line on a wheel because it always is pointed a couple of degrees in either direction. I forgot which button I was using to shift up. So I didn't get the gold. I reckon that was a good run otherwise, but I can still do a little bit better. The first corner wasn't quite up to scratch. Consistency is obviously going to be a major problem. Because it's one thing to have the pace to succeed, it's another thing to be able to do it several laps in a row in race conditions. That was a good run though. Whew. Close enough. For a difficult test, that is pretty close to what I was hoping to get. That's why I said that A10 is the real hard one. Before I finish up, then I'm going to try and take the take the Bimmer to Red Bull Ring, because I have a feeling that might be the combo. In the rain, possibly. You never know. But I'll start by just feeling it out in the sunshine, and then once we've given it a few laps, I can let Tom on and. Penalty settings, yes. Just. Oh wait, I have to set bop on this thing. Wait, I can't set bop because I don't have ballast. I forgot about that. We can at least set the power level right, but I will be running 10 kilograms the lighter than the car should be. That's fine. It'll be pretty much the same. Why did I shift down to second for that? I should pay attention to what gear I'm actually in. Ah, right, it's because I'm used to shifting up to fourth ever so briefly leading into that chute. Sure why I looked behind. I don't even have a ghost yet. Okay, the grip is okay. Managed to what's the right word for it? Ah, screw it. I went more short on the throttle for the first moments. Eased. Feed the throttle in. That's the word. I had that's what I have to keep in mind to make a deliberate attempt to do. Missed that apex slightly. Maybe it won't be that bad, because that's not a terrible start. Arse. Let's do this. Oh no. That's the sort of line I'm gonna have to get right if I want to be. No. That is all. That is. These curbs are a lot more meaningful on a wheel than they are on a controller, because on a controller I just skip over them. I just skip over them and the game almost does the counter steering for me. No real way to attack those inside curbs on a wheel though. That's more like it. I've got a lap. And then I lose most of that time at the turn 3. I didn't turn in aggressively enough. Shows you how good the rest of the lap was. Aside from turn 1, I actually did alright on my first attempt. See, as soon as it starts coming loose, it's almost impossible to catch. It was my bad. I shifted down into second for that corner, and I had to shift back up to third, and it kind of distracted me from the process of throttling properly. I should also probably make a more conscious effort to rev out the Bimmer, because that's what you're supposed to do to maximize its speed, unless it's a fuel race, which actually the upcoming manufacturer's race that was pre-recorded at Watkins Glen is a fuel race, so that will be interesting, even if certain parties have already spoiled the result. Which I don't blame them for doing, because it's a $500,000 credits for everyone. $1 million if you do both. Okay, that was the best turn 1 I've done yet. Now let's just make sure I can get turn 3 right. Nah, broke way too early for it. Still got a good lead though. I managed to get the exit right. What am I doing? Completely sketched off. cautious run through turn 1, avoided the curb, but still got a good exit. I think being on the AstroTurf hurt my braking there because I thought I was going to be pulled up in time, but no. Has pretty decent grip as long as I don't attack the curbs too hard. Yeah, this will be a good lap if I can just finish it off. Went one gear too low there. Managed to catch my error here before I... Okay. No need to risk everything on the final turn, just get a lap on the board. 29.3. Not bad. Actually a pretty decent lap. I'm pretty sure that's still at least a second or two off of the ultimate pace, but I'm not targeting the ultimate pace. I just want to get in there without embarrassing myself. So thanks for stopping by, everyone. I'm going to make the living room 3 for my brother now, and I'll come back and